Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So in today's video, I'll be covering my games in day 5 of the Cat's Tail Gathering tournament, where I faced Finale and Yelan Magic yet again. So without further ado, let's hop right into it. Alright, so for the first game, we're going up against Finale here. And once again, I'm going to start on Raiden, use a skill and then use a normal attack. And in my starting hand here, I'm going to keep Fresh Wind of Freedom because I'm going to need it on round 3 for a double kill if all goes according to plan. I also managed to get Adeptus Temptation, so maybe I can go for a one shot on round 2, possibly. Starting off the round here, they use Tandoori Chicken and then they use Fischl's skill. So now I'm not sure if I can stay on Raiden anymore because if they switch to Nahida on Lini, doesn't matter who, their skills are going to deal a lot of damage and I won't be able to stay on Raiden until round 2 basically. But the thing is, they only have 3 dice left, so if switching and using their skill uses 4 dice, I just don't know if their last card is Changing Shifts, which would allow them to switch for free, and it's probably the only way that they can switch and use their second skill here. And the thing is, Finale never uses Changing Shifts, but you know, it could be Changing Shifts. I mean, at the time, considering they went for this, I assumed they had Changing Shifts. But instead they didn't.
What exactly is teamwork?
They didn't have Changing Shifts, so I was thinking, wait, then they just can't use their second skill, right? So that means they just messed up, right? But I still wasn't too sure, like, is there a single card that can generate one die for them? Because like they can't use elemental dice, they don't have woven since they're using 3 different elements. So like, are they just screwed here? But I wanted to be extra safe, so I switched to Shenhe first. And turns out they really did just mess up. But instead of switching back to Raiden, I just used Shenhe's skill since I already switched to her and I mean I have Moon Piercer, so I don't mind. If I didn't have Moon Piercer there, I would switch back to Raiden and use her normal attack. Then I would use Raiden's burst. Now starting off the round, they use a Lotus, and you can see that they're really low on dice because they keep on having to tune their cards. I mean, not low on dice, low on cards. Because they keep on having to tune their cards and they're not getting any draw cards at all. So now they switch to Lini and then I just use Shenhe's burst. I'm probably going to tune the Adeptus Temptation here to just use an extra normal attack since I won't need Adeptus for any other of these bursts. So I just normal attack and then here they just end their round. There's no point switching away from Lini since he would die to Superconduct anyway. So they might as well keep him in. Unfortunately, Shenhe does go down to the seed, but that's alright. Now I'm just going to go for a double kill here using Fresh Wind of Freedom. Okay, not so fast though because Fischl does have 6 HP and I can't deal 6 HP in one hit. Usually I would have Shattering Ice for this, but I didn't manage to draw enough cards for that either. So we're both very low on cards here. Starting off, they just overload me off of Chongyun. And then what did I do? Alright, I did switch back. Okay, I just switched back since Fischl can't do anything to him. And then now that they put out Nahida, Chongyun's skill can take out Nahida. So yeah, I actually don't know why they switched to Nahida here. That was kinda dumb, since she would just die to Chongyun. Maybe I haven't lost yet, hold on. No, they just have Liar Song. What are you doing? Okay. So anyway, since Nahida will die in one hit, I use Fresh Wind of Freedom, Gamblers, and then I just kill them all. Now I have enough dice to take out Fischl as well, and Fischl can't take me out. And besides, she would die to the summons anyway. So here they just concede. GG. Moving on to game number 2, we're going up against the same guy, but this time they decided to use Yelan Magic instead. I don't know why you picked Yelan Magic against my deck though, since aggro decks like mine kinda counter combo decks like theirs. Oh well, Yelan Magic is still very strong, of course. So there, just now I was trying to fish for Adeptus Temptation in my starting hand so that I can one-shot Yelan on round 2, but unfortunately I didn't get it. There's still a chance I could get it from the 2 cards at the end during the end phase though, so I'm hoping for that. Now I put down both Sealies and then I use a normal attack. The reason I use the normal attack instead of the skill here is because the main reason is because I don't want to trigger Heart of Kavarana if they equip it on Yelan. I want to trigger it as late as possible. Usually I start off with the skill anyway because there's a chance I might want to switch off to Shenhe and use Shenhe's skill instead, but here I know they're just going to set up on Yelan, so there's no way I'm gonna switch to Shenhe. So that means it's fine to use the normal attack first. So unfortunately I don't get Adeptus Temptation, but that's alright. I'll just play this normally. It just means I don't get an instant win, but oh well. It's still advantageous for me. I tuned Moon Piercer because there's no way I'm gonna use that, and then I just burst on Yelan. I also tuned the card because I'm gonna get 6 cards from Sealy here, and I didn't want any of the cards to go to waste. Because now I have exactly 10 cards. So I made sure not to overdraw cards there. Now I equip Voru Kasha on Shenhe and I switch to her. I do only have 2 dice left, but I still have Woven, so I can use that for her burst. Surprisingly, they just stay on Yelan and hit me. I thought they would switch to the station and attack with the station. I think that would deal a lot more damage, and I think they should have done that instead. Actually, let me take a look at their cards. Bro, you have LITM! Just switch and like freeze me or something. Okay, I do have 2 dice only, I guess. Just switch and station on me. Use fast action. You have 2. Bro, okay. What a waste. Anyway, so yeah, they just normal attacked on Yelan. And use Woven and use Shenhe's burst. If I could, I would have tuned one of my I haven't lost yet so that I don't overdraw cards, but oh well, I can't stop it. So unfortunately I will overdraw a card here, but that's fine since I already have all my important cards, which is literally just Gambler's, Fresh Wind of Freedom and Shattering Ice. Those 3 are the most important cards in this deck, cause they basically allow Chongyun to get a free double kill, as long as he has 2 energy. So now that they finally start using the station with minty meat rolls, but they also fail to notice that it only has 5 HP left and Shattering Ice exists. If I only had like 3 cards left, then yeah, I guess you can go for this, but with 10 cards in my hand, for sure I have Shattering Ice, so don't do this please. So I just use... Okay, first I use Opera to get some extra cryo dice. Then I just equip Gambler's, Shattering Ice and take out the station. Now it's also important to note that I kept Shenhe I didn't heal Shenhe because I don't want her to survive Sinera's hit. Sinera can either go for a normal attack, which would deal 1 plus 2, which turns into 3. This turns into 3 because of freeze, so 4 damage. Or she can just deal 3 damage using her skill because Hydro. Freeze, plus 1 damage. Okay, so the point is, whatever they do, Shenhe will die. Then I get a free switch to Chongyun. Because if Shenhe didn't die, then she will get frozen. And after I switch to Chongyun, there's a chance they have an extra die and freeze Chongyun as well. Here they just Lotus up and then take out Shenhe. And now I put out I haven't lost yet. Adeptus Temptation and just burst Sinera down to 1 HP. I think they just concede here. Okay. Oh yes. Okay. GG. For our 3rd game, we are going up against Yelan Magic again. Except this guy is like number 6 on the leaderboard or something. Also, they have a gold card back, so that's intimidating, I guess. Starting off, I just get rid of all my cards, trying to fish for Adeptus Temptation, but unfortunately, I don't get it. So we're just gonna do this the old-fashioned way again. Now the cool thing is I've been starting first every single game so far. I don't know how, but I'll take it. Against Yelan Magic, it's not actually that important to start first though. It does prevent like that one line where you where they can, if they start first, they can use fast action switch to switch to the station and then get rid of Raiden on round 2. There's that line, I guess, but I do have Lotus for that anyway.
Shine down.
So again, I just went for the normal attack and elemental skill, and as you can see, they actually had Heart of Kavarana's Brilliance this time, so by normal attacking first, I delayed their card draw as long as possible. It's just a very minor detail, but you might as well do it if you can. Adeptus Temptation please, and no. So unfortunately I can't one-shot Yelan here. My dice are also pretty kind to me today, so I don't have to tune like a million cards. So yeah, I just use my burst, and then next I'm gonna switch to Shenhe and use her burst. They're using Ball Princess first because they anticipate that Yelan will die here, so once Yelan dies, then they'll get an extra die from Ball Princess. Those two dies meant different things. Wow, incredible. Anyway, I just equipped Vorukasha on Shenhe and switched to her. Since they only had 2 cards, wait, did they have 2 cards or 1 card? You know what? I don't know, but the point is they have very few cards, so felt like they didn't have LITM, so they wouldn't be able to fast action switch to Sinora and freeze Shenhe. So that's why I didn't use my own LITM. So thanks to that, I can save that for switching to Chongyun and getting a double kill later.
Do your master's bidding.
So of course I just use her burst. Also kill Yelan in the process. Unfortunately, they do get the extra die from Ball Princess to deal 1 more attack, but that's fine. I mean, Shenhe's still alive, no problem. And I use a Lotus here as well. I use my last die on a Lotus because in case I was scared they have Covenant and another artifact to get 3 more dice, and then they will take out Shenhe. I mean, if they normal attack here, they will take out Shenhe anyway, but at least she also tanks this. So yes, Lotus. And plus I had 2 Lotuses, so it's fine. If I only had 1 Lotus left, I might not have gone for this. So here they just end their round, and I actually want to see if they have Covenant. Okay, they just have this. So Lotus kind of wasted, but I might as well, right? Since I don't know what they have. So now, I was hoping to get Shattering Eyes here because if I get Shattering Eyes, I can one-shot the station here and then actually go for my double kill with Chongyun. But I didn't get it, so I can't one-shot the station. So instead I start off with Shenhe's elemental skill. I also equip Gamblers first just to get the die from Opera Epiclese. Now they equip Stuff. Very descriptive, I know.
My curse.
And thankfully they didn't have Fresh Wind of Freedom. Now I put out Chongyun and go for the double kill. So 1 hit, and then I just burst on Sinora here. I'm safe from Sinora's Pyro phase since the most damage she can do is 4 damage with a skill and Vaporize. So that's just GG. Oh, they do go for another normal attack here, I think. Yes. But Chongyun does survive with 1 HP. Okay, sorry, this does deal more damage. This deals 5. And now I just use I Haven't Lost Yet to get the last die. I'm sure that's kind of depressing for them. I know I would be depressed if I were them. And then I take the win. GG. Now for my 4th game, I'm going up against Magician here, who has a Magician in their deck. Incredible. I know. So they're using Mona and Linny, so I'm expecting them to like take out Raiden on round 1. Also, I just clicked Raiden there like without even thinking about it. Like I was about to just select her. Yeah, this is how much I played. Oh my god. Okay, anyway. So here I start on Raiden as usual. Then I'm gonna use a skill first. This time I'm using a skill first because there's a chance I might want to switch to Shenhe to avoid getting killed on round 1. But then I noticed that, like actually, even if they switch to Mona and use her skill, after all is said and done, Raiden will actually live with 1 HP. And they didn't use Tandoori like immediately, so I guess they don't have Tandoori. So they have no way of taking out my Raiden. And so I decided, you know what, it's safe. Let's just go for it. Normal attack. I didn't equip the Gamblers because you never know who's gonna get a kill. So you never want to equip Gamblers first. And thankfully it paid off. My gamble paid off, so Raiden will actually survive with 1 HP here. And then I can use her burst at the start of round 2. And it doesn't matter if she dies after that. That said, it is interesting to note that I've only dealt 3 damage while they've dealt 9. Oh well, I mean it's fine. Because now their damage drops off considerably while mine just goes up. So starting off, I just use a burst, of course. Again, my dice were quite kind to me. Thanks for that, dice. Appreciate it. Now I put out Shenhe, use Woven, and then use her burst. I didn't want to tune any of these cards, so I might as well just use Woven. And now I believe I used the Hash Brown to heal up Shenhe as well, since I do have 2 remaining dice. But again, I don't use my last die to equip Gamblers because Shenhe might be able to get a kill here, you never know. I'm not too worried about Linny's attack here. Yeah, okay, they don't even attack. Oh, they switched Nahida to attack, right? Because if Linny attacked, Shenhe would have survived, but she won't survive Nahida's attack. Because all of these combined will deal just enough damage to take her out. But of course, that is fine, because we have these three cards. That's all you need to win with this deck. It's so dumb, and I love it. So now Chongyun is gonna go for a nice double kill here, and then the third kill should come quite naturally. However, one thing I will say is, I probably shouldn't have used Fresh Wind of Freedom instantly here. I think I should have taken out Nahida first, and then used Fresh Wind of Freedom to get a double kill on these 2 characters. You'll see why in a bit. And also, like, it's justifiable because Chongyun is at 10 HP with no element on him, so they have no way to one-shot him anyway. So it would have been safe to just save the Fresh Wind. And I don't have to worry about Lotus and stuff because this literally kills everything and anything. So yes, I should have saved Fresh Wind of Freedom. But instead I went for the double kill here, and now they pull out this beautiful sequence to just clutch the game. So first, I haven't lost yet, and then the Fried Egg, and now Mona's burst. So now, if I take out Mona, which I kinda have to, I have nothing else to do. Now Linny comes out, and just one-shots my Chongyun for the win. GG. Now for my last game, I'm going up against Ozma here, who I faced before, like in a previous day, which I forgot. And all they do is just use Finale, just like how all I do is use Shenhe SC. Yeah. During the time of this game, their score was also 18-3, I believe. So they had 18 wins and 3 losses. A very impressive record. Time to make it 18-4, right? Haha, okay. Anyway, I just start off with a CD, and I use Raiden's elemental skill. Now they don't pull out Tandoori or anything weird, so Raiden will be able to survive this first round, and I go for a normal attack as well. So I fully commit to the Raiden burst. In my previous game, they switched to Linny to threaten the overload, but here I don't know, they just didn't. If they overloaded me, I wouldn't mind anyway. I would just switch back to Raiden after that, use a burst. All good. I don't know how I keep getting these dice, man. It's just so good. So my luck is pretty good today on the dice part. On the card part, not bad, I guess. Now that I've used my burst, they switch to Linny because they think that with only 3 dice left, if I switch, away, then I don't have enough dice left to attack. So it is a very smart play by them, but I did take that into account, so since I've woven, I didn't... Well, what card did I even use just now? Alright, I equipped Vorukasha's Glow. Yeah, that's why I equipped Vorukasha's Glow, because I know that even if they do this thing, then I can still switch, use Woven, and still use Shenhe's Burst. If I didn't have Woven there, then I would have saved the Vorukasha, so that I can have 4 dice to switch to Shenhe and use a Burst. So now, Woven, Burst.
By ordinance divine.
I could have also like used Woven and Sealy, but nah. Plus I already have enough cards. Woven is too important to use on Sealy. And yeah, like I said, I already have enough cards, so I don't need Sealy. Now I'm not worried about Shenhe dying because these two will overload her off to Chongyun, which is exactly what I want because Chongyun's gonna go for the double kill again, just like I do every game. Now here, unlike the previous match, I actually have to use Fresh Wind of Freedom instantly because Chongyun has Pyro on him, so if I don't use Fresh Wind, then they'll put out Fischl and overload me off of Chongyun, which I don't want, of course. So yes, I do have to use my Fresh Wind immediately. I just normal attack on Nahida. And now, surprisingly, they give up Linny instead of Fischl. I think the thought process is like, my last two characters are on 2 HP and they probably have Gamblers. Actually, they do have Gamblers because they play it later. Sorry, spoilers. And then with her burst, she might be able to get a triple kill. So that is the thought process. But the thing about putting out Linny is that I don't even have to use my burst because I can use Shattering Eyes and Chongyun's skill to take him out instead. Now they put out a Lotus of their own and overload me off of Chongyun. And here I just heal up Shenhe and then use Raiden's normal attack. The reason I heal up Shenhe instead of Raiden, or Chongyun for that matter, is again because of Fischl's burst. So imagine if I healed up Raiden, then Fischl's burst, if they just use I haven't lost yet right now, and then use the burst with Gamblers, she will get a double kill on Raiden and Shenhe, and then they would have enough dice to take out Chongyun as well, I think. I can't do the math, you do it yourselves. But yes, that's the point. So that's why I healed up Shenhe instead. So now if they use her burst, it only kills Raiden. So of course they just use the normal attack and take out Raiden normally. But now I can just send out Chongyun, and with her burst she can't even take out both of my characters. Even if there's some way to... Yeah, see, I haven't lost yet. They actually had it. So now my characters survive and that's GG, because Fischl will just die next round.